You in Genesis chapter 34. And Dinah, the daughter of Leah, which she bare unto Jacob, went out to see the daughters of the land. And when Shechem, the son of Hamor, the Hivite, prince of the country, saw her, he took her and lay with her and defiled her. And his soul clave unto Dinah, the daughter of Jacob, and he loved the damsel and spake kindly unto the damsel. And Shechem spake unto his father Hamor, saying, Get me this damsel to wife. And Jacob heard that he had defiled Dinah, his daughter. Now his sons were with his cattle in the field, and Jacob held his peace until they were come. And Hamor, the father of Shechem, went out unto Jacob to commune with him. And the sons of Jacob came out of the field when they heard it. And the men were grieved, and they were very wroth, because he had wrought folly in Israel, and lying with Jacob's daughter, which thing ought not to be done. And Hamor communed with them, saying, The soul of my son Shechem longeth for your daughter. I pray you, give her him to wife. And make ye marriages with us, and give your daughters unto us, and take our daughters unto you, and ye shall dwell with us, and the land shall be before you. Dwell and trade ye therein, and get you possession therein. And Shechem said unto her father and unto her brethren, Let me find grace in your eyes, and what ye shall say unto me I will give. Ask me never so much dowry and gift, and I will give according as ye shall say unto me, but give me the damsel to wife. And the sons of Jacob answered Shechem and Hamor his father deceitfully, and said, Because he had defiled Dinah their sister. And they said unto them, We cannot do this thing to give our sister to one that is uncircumcised, for that were a reproach unto us. But in this we will consent unto you, if ye will be as we be, that every male of you be circumcised. Then will we give our daughters unto you, and we will take your daughters to us, and we will dwell with you, and we will become one people. But if ye will not hearken unto us to be circumcised, then we will take our daughter, and we will be gone. And their words pleased Hamor and Shechem, Hamor's son. And the young man deferred not to do the thing, because he had delight in Jacob's daughter, and he was more honorable than all the house of his father. And Hamor and Shechem his son came unto the gate of their city, and communed with the men of their city, saying, These men are peaceable with us, therefore let them dwell in the land and trade therein, for the land, behold, it is large enough for them. Let us take their daughters to us for wives, and let us give them our daughters. Only herein will the men consent unto us for to dwell with us, to be one people, if every male among us be circumcised, as they are circumcised. Shall not their cattle and their substance and every beast of theirs be ours? Only let us consent unto them, and they will dwell with us. And unto Hamor and unto Shechem his son hearkened all that went out of the gate of his city, and every male was circumcised, all that went out of the gate of his city. And it came to pass on the third day, when they were sore, that two of the sons of Jacob, Simeon and Levi, Dinah's brethren, took each man his sword, and came upon the city boldly, and slew all the males. And they slew Hamor and Shechem his son with the edge of the sword, and took Dinah out of Shechem's house, and went out. The son of Jacob came upon the slain, and spoiled the city. The sons of Jacob came upon the slain, and spoiled the city, because they had defiled their sister. They took their sheep, and pause right here. Okay. They took their sheep, and their oxen, and their donkeys, and that which was in the city, and that which was in the field, and all their wealth, and all their little ones, and their wives took they captive, and spoiled even all that was in the house. And Jacob said to Simeon and Levi, Ye have troubled me to make me to stink among the inhabitants of the land, among the Canaanites and the Perizzites, and I being few in number, they shall gather themselves together against me and slay me, and I shall be destroyed, I and my house. And they said, Should he deal with our sister as with an harlot? Okay, so there's a lot here in this chapter 34. But listen to this. This is what happened. the brothers heard what happened to their sister, and so also what was going on was these two men of this town. The son loved, the daughter Dinah, but they also saw something else. They also saw that Jacob was what's considered to be wealthy during that time, and so it was like a plus plus. It was a win-win situation. If only they were to be able to wed into the family. And so what happens? The sons of Jacob go back to Shechem and Hamor, and they tell him, sure, this is what they tell him. They say, on 34:13, and the sons of Jacob answered Shechem and Hamor his father deceitfully, and said, because he had defiled Dinah their sister. And they said unto them, we cannot do this thing to give our sister to one that is uncircumcised, for that were a reproach unto us. But in this we will consent unto you, if ye will be as we be, that every male of you be circumcised. So they were thinking, how is there a way to get back at these men who defiled our sister? And it came up quickly. Wonder how it came up. So, what happened? The men agreed to it. Then they tell everybody in the town, yeah, hey, we can intermarry. Not only can we intermarry, but look how wealthy this person is. We're going to intermarry into wealth. Hey. And so all the men of the town were like, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. So they all circumcise. Then what happens? 34:27, the sons of Jacob came upon the slain and spoiled the city because they had defiled their sister. They went out and took the edges. They slaughtered them. They went, and because their sister was defiled. And take note of that, because that's going to come back up. That's going to come back up. And it's already has. What did Jacob say near the end of the chapter? He was like, in 34:30, and Jacob said to Simeon and Levi, the ones who did it, ye have troubled me to make me to stink among the inhabitants of the land, among the Canaanites and the Perizzites. And he continues, they shall themselves together against me and slay me, and I shall be destroyed, I and my house. He was like, look, you don't even know the harm that you just caused by doing this. You didn't even think about it. They didn't, because they were angry. So take note. And take note of both of these people too, both Simeon and Levi. Take note. And what they did. And also, it's a lesson for us, bringing past to present. What happen that make us angry. We get in a situation with a loved one, with a significant other, make us angry, and we immediately have all these thoughts and feelings. And what are some of the things that we think of? We think of immediate actions, I'm going to get someone back. I'm going to take revenge. I'm going to say something louder. I'm going to do something before they do get me. I'm going to get somebody before they get me. Have you heard that one before? Sound familiar? Or I'm going to, they insult me. I'm going to insult them so much they're going to cry, or where does that come from? Because that's definitely not love. It's definitely not something that the Lord or the Holy Spirit would provide. Where does that come from? Well, as we've read before, including when the flood happened, go back several Bible studies ago, Noah and the flood, right? What did the Lord say? Well, the man's heart is evil, right? Where does those come from? Go even further back. Go to the first Bible study of King James Version, or the first Bible study of Genesis. The serpent, the devil, he puts those things into her mind to say, aha, I caught him. Look at him, sinning. And it's such an easy thing to do when it's the harder thing to do sometimes is love. the smaller path, the more accurate way is to love. I know there's a lot here, but before we go on, and I always say, bring it to the Lord, bring it to the Lord, bring it to the Lord. Before we go on, though, what kind of thoughts or feelings come to your mind when we read over this? How does it make you feel, and what does it make you think?